Okay, so we are going to do a call to close. I'm just going to call Courtney here, and she is going to be the other person on the other side of the line. I'm going to try to set the appointment, and she only wants to do it over the phone, so we'll just go right in one call to close sale right now.
Hello.
Hi, Courtney.
Hi.
Hey, Courtney, this is Kiefer. I am with the Mortgage Protection Programs here in Brown County. I was getting back to you real quick here, letting you know that we had received that form that you filled out and sent in through the mail for your loan through Abbey Bank here. And I'm just the underwriter here who got assigned to your case on it. So I will make this super quick for you. It looks like you had put your age here as 45 years old. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, female, non-smoker?
Correct.
Okay, and you're the only one that's on the mortgage, correct?
Yes.
All right, and then we got you here at 123 Main Street. Is that still the correct address, right?
Yep.
Awesome. So, Courtney, like you probably saw when you filled out this form here, all of these programs are non-medical. So it just means they don't require like a physical or blood work or anything crazy like that. They just go based off eligibility. So my job is super simple. They have me dispatched out in the area tomorrow and Saturday. All my job is to do is just verify ID, make sure that you're not like chained to any hospital beds or anything crazy like that, and just go through eligibility with you. It takes like 10, 15 minutes. It's super quick. But Courtney, are you currently working right now, or are you retired?
I'm currently working right now.
You're currently working, okay. And what time are you typically getting done with work?
I usually don't get done with work until like 5:30.
Okay. So it looks like I have a 6 o'clock here tomorrow, or else on Saturday I can do like a 10 a.m. Do either of those work for you?
Honestly, I just don't feel 100% comfortable with people coming in my home, since COVID and all the things. I just don't.
Yeah, so typically, I can wear a mask. It's not a big deal. We just have to be able to verify ID and things like that. So that's why they have us come out and just go through eligibility with you. And there are 50 different companies that we work with. So I have to break down your eligibility and see what it would look like. See what it would look like for you to see what we can get you approved for.
I am interested in hearing about it more, but is there just like any way we could do it over the phone? Like, could you just tell me all the info over the phone?
Yeah. Okay. So I guess we can just do that here. Is there a way that I can just like you can send over a picture of your ID or something like that, just so that I can say I verified it, and then we can try to do it over the phone. Would that work for you?
Yeah, I can send you a picture.
Okay, perfect. You have 15 minutes now, or do you want to like schedule for a later time?
I have time right now.
Okay, cool, perfect. All right, 1 second here. I'm just gonna grab this worksheet. All right, so are you familiar with mortgage protection at all, Courtney, or have you ever had it before?
I've never had it, but I think I kind of understood it from that form. Basically, just if I pass away or if something happens to me, the house, like the mortgage, is protected for whoever I choose to.
Yeah. So, Courtney, when you fill out this form, is there somebody that you were looking to leave your house to?
Yeah, I have 2 kids.
Okay. And I think it's super important for you, too, just because I see here you are 45. Are you married right now, or are you just single?
No, single mom.
Okay. So, the living benefits and things like that would be super helpful for you, too, because you are the sole income, so I can understand why you would value having some coverage put in place. But basically, there are about, 15 different companies we work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill out a worksheet here. It's basically just a quick eligibility form. It allows me to be able to understand your situation and figure out how we can kind of customize that plan to fit whatever needs you're really looking for. So I'm just going to start off. Your name's Courtney. It's Cortney.
Yep.
Right? And you are 45. And what do you do for work right now, Courtney?
I work at a bank. I help give out loans.
Nice. Okay. And what do you bring in roughly monthly from that?
Roughly I bring in like $6,000 a month.
Nice. That's awesome. You do really well for yourself. And your mortgage balance looks like it says it's $200,000. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. And you get it for a 15, 20, 30 year?
20 year.
20 year. Okay. What are your monthly payments on it?
It's about like $1,500, $1,500.
Do you know what the value of the house is then? Is it right around the 200 or?
It's like $300.
Oh, nice. So it's just a refinance?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got $100,000 equity. That's awesome. And you said that if something does happen to you, it would go to your daughter. You said, right?
Yep. Is there a way I can do both kids or
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
What your is it two daughters or is it just
two
daughter, son?
daughters? Yep.
Okay, awesome. And what are their ages?
Right now they are 12 and 15.
15. Okay. Awesome. And basically, they would have to be. I mean, they have to be 18 before they would obviously be able to take over that. So would there be somebody that you'd want to put as like a primary right now, and then we can add them as like backups? And then when they turn 18, you can put it over to them. Just if something happens to you from now to 3 years from now, want to make sure that they can still get the house and.
Yeah. We can do my mom.
Okay. And what is her name?
Cynthia.
Okay, awesome. Are you trying to pay off the mortgage early now? Is that what the 20 years is for?
Yeah.
Awesome. Courtney, are you on any medications for anything at all right now?
No, not anything crazy. I guess I do. I'm trying to think. I do take just your typical vitamins, and then I do have sometimes some high blood pressure, but I don't take medication for it.
Okay. So the only reason why I asked Courtney is when we do this application here, what these programs are going to do is they're going to check things like your prescriptions, your MIB report, criminal record, things like that. So that's why I would just need to know that stuff because they will end up finding that on your record. But so have you been prescribed any high blood pressure medications before?
In the past, but I haven't taken them in about a year now.
Okay, sounds good. It was just one medication?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, awesome. So Courtney, let me run some options here real quick. I'm going to send you a picture of this phone number that you just have on the form here of kind of the program I would think would be the best fit for you. Obviously, how this all will work is you have an email, correct?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. How this all will work is I'm going to send you a picture of it. We'll talk about the program and stuff like that. We'll go over some price options for you. And then I actually have to send in an application here on my iPad on my end to see if we can get you approved for it, because I'm just like the middleman. So I'm just the approval person. I help you out with the process of the applications. So we'll kind of pick whatever option makes the most sense for you, send in the application, and we'll see if we can get you actually approved for it. So I'm just going to send you a picture real quick. All right, did you get that?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. So basically it's gonna basically work like you choose to leave it to us. In this case, you're protecting it for your kids, but ultimately we're going to put your parents as the primary right now, and then we'll add your kids as backup, and when they turn 18, we can definitely switch that over. It is portable, so say you leave this house, you go somewhere else, you can take the coverage elsewhere with you. It's not like exactly tied to the loan, it's just tied to the 20 years of your loan. The death benefit will always remain the same, so not everyone always gets their home mortgage covered. If you can afford to, awesome, but that death benefit will always remain the same. So if we got the whole thing covered, perfect, but if we got half of it, that amount will always stay the same. So in your case, your loan is for $200,000. So even if you had half of it, that $100,000 will always stay the same throughout the whole 20 years. The payments are always going to be the same too. They're never going to change on you. There's additional 25% if you pass of an accident. Then there's living benefits. So if you become chronically ill, critically ill, or terminally ill, it will cover you then too. So this is super key because you are the sole income. So if you something happens where you become chronically ill, critically ill, or terminally ill, and there's no one to cover the loan, you have no other source of income, this will help kick in to either make monthly payments on the loan, help pay off a good chunk so you can refinance it and have a much lower payment, or just pay off the whole thing, just depending on what your situation entails. But I think that's the plan that I would try to run for you. The cashback option doesn't really make much sense just because you only have it for 20 years, so I'm assuming you're trying to get it paid off as fast as possible. So the cashback would just be way more expensive. We don't really need to pay that right now. I think we just need to focus on getting it covered, so if something does happen to you in the meantime, while you're trying to pay it off early, we got that coverage in place. Does that make sense?
Yep. Makes
Okay.
sense.
Awesome. And then, Courtney, do you have paper and pen with you real quick here? I'm just going to give you some price options that we can send you in for.
Yeah, just let me grab one quick.
Okay.
Okay.
So it looks like, so I'm going to show you the whole $200,000 covered for the 20 years. I'm going to show you $150,000 of the loan covered for the full 20 years, and then I'll show you $100,000 of the loan covered for 20 years. Okay. So it looks like for the whole thing, for the whole $200,000, it's about $120 a month. For the whole $150 here, it's about $100 a month, and then for the $100,000, it's about $80 a month. So I'll let you look those over here. I'm just going to quickly start the application on my end.
Did you send me a picture of that form?
I sent you a picture of it, yeah.
Okay.
And I sent you, you just write down the options.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, Courtney, what is your date of birth here?
July 7th. 1972.
Okay. Your middle initial?
J.
J, okay. And your address. You're literally going to go through the whole, in-home with them, the whole application with them. And as you're going through it, you're going to get to the part where they have to sign a HIPAA. So that's going to be the next step of talking with them. So I'm going to say, okay, Courtney, so the first part of this application is like that HIPAA I was telling you about. So it's going to check the prescriptions, their MIB report, criminal record. It's going to give the company access to be able to check that stuff and see if we can get you approved for it. So I'm going to send it to that email here that you told me, CourtneyLovesDogs@gmail.com. So I sent the email here, and so let me know when you get it, and they're going to have you type in an access code to be able to open it. So let me know when you're there.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, so the access code is 589469.
589.
And then you're going to see that little yellow box. You click that box, the box is going to pop up, and you sign in there for the HIPAA.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to initiate the underwriting here. Okay, and I'm asking health questions while they're checking that stuff out, okay?
Okay.
So any heart attacks, strokes, cancers?
No.
Okay. And honestly, you're just going to go through the health stuff again, all the same health questions. I'm going to type in, so we're putting down your mom as the beneficiary here, and they'll put your daughter. What's your daughter's name again? What are your two daughters' names?
Christina, and then Leslie.
Their date of birth?
Christina is July 14th of 1995, and then we've got Leslie, and she is December 5th.
Okay. So you're going to put them in, and I'm going to it's going to get to the payment information. So I'm going to, okay. All right, I got your beneficiaries in here. So, Courtney, based off of those options that I showed you, which one do you want to actually be sent in for approval on? We can always readjust that. You have that 30 days where you can always adjust the amount of coverage you have, but just for the approval process, which one were you wanting to be sent in for approval on?
Probably that middle option there.
Okay, the 150?
Yep.
All right. And it is going to be set up through an auto pay system. So every month it's going to be from whatever account you want to put it through. Is there a certain day you want this to be every single month that it to be lined up with?
Yeah, can it be taken out on the 10th?
The 10th. Okay. All right. And then, Courtney, it looks like here, what is the name of your bank? Is it the same one that your loan's through, or is it?
Yes, it is the same one.
Okay, so Abbey Bank. Okay, and then it looks like the routing number I have for Abbey Bank here is the 275-08941. Can you check real quick to verify if that is the correct one that linked up to?
Yep, it is. Yep.
Awesome. And then just the account number that you want the to be on down here.
Okay, 059-265-4732.
All right. Perfect. Okay, and then again, we're going to have you sign on the application here to make sure that everything you said is true and accurate so we can send it in and see if we can get you approved for it, okay?
Okay.
So you're going to get another email here. Let me know when you get it.
Okay, got it.
Okay, and then the access code for that is going to be 498180.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just going to go through the application. Just make sure I put in all your, address correct, all of your basic information correct, your beneficiaries correct. All the health questions we answered pretty much no except for that high blood pressure one. Just make sure everything that you said was true and accurate. Sign a couple times on there. Once you sign the first time, you can just hit the button that says use previous every time from then on. Let me know when you're finished with that.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. And then I am going to do the same thing on my end here. Make sure I sign my parts. All right, awesome. So it's going to take a second here. At the end of this, we're going to see if it says approve, sent to underwriting, or decline, so we'll know the result of it right away, actually. But I am going to send you over a copy of this form that's going to have all of your information on your policy until you get your actual policy in the mail. It's going to be a coverage worksheet. It's going to have my name on it, my personal cell phone number, so you can always reach me there. the company name, the policy number, the draft date, the amount of coverage you have, what you're going to pay on it monthly, and your beneficiaries on it, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, did you get that?
Yep.
Okay, so you can just keep that for a little while because you'll get that policy in the mail within 7 to 10 business days. It's going to be from a company called Americo. It's going to come in a giant blue and white envelope in the mail with you. Just put it in, next to your mortgage papers or some filing cabinet.
Okay.
But it looks like here it did end up getting approved too, so that's awesome. Congrats. I'm going to send you a picture of that too just so you have it here.
Okay.
But yeah, you were approved.
Awesome.
So
Thank
you
you.
are good to go. Any other questions you have about it, Courtney?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, awesome. Well, you have my number. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. If you get any more calls about this, just know that it takes a couple days for your, application to process. So just tell them you got it all taken care of. You don't need anyone's help. They're just trying to do their job, making sure that your case is closed on it. So, yeah, you're good to go.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Awesome.